Hi. Um, so, believe it or not, I did not change to make this video. It actually got very hot. So, ironically, second video for the day as we hoped for. Only half a cup coffee in though. So, just when I start creating and I start letting it flow, it's very hard for me to turn it off. So, it's also very hard to prioritize time for it because is it an art day or is it not? And it should always be an art day. So I just realized that I had skipped a project. I went from 3 to 5, did 5 twice actually. So we're gonna go back. This is number 4 officially. And as an artist, I struggle a lot with this, believe it or not. So today we're working on the emotion / color wheel. I cheated. I just stole a candle lid, made a circle for my paper. And I'm gonna use watercolors. So hopefully when I shift the camera, it's not a super horrible transition for you. If it is, I'm sorry, but thank you for putting up with me, and let's get into the sketchy session for today. All right, so that should, in theory, let you see pretty good, hopefully for you. All right, so there are 5 main emotions. This is psychologically proven, no matter how you look at it, they got it right and inside out. So you have joy, which is typically seen as yellow and bright. Sadness, often portrayed with some type of blue. Disgust is green. And I don't know if anybody noticed, but those were all female characters. So those were more from inside, whereas anger and fear were things that she actually had more on her masculine side. So anger is seen as red, typically, you know, mad as a bull, phrases like that. Fear to me is not purple. We're gonna go with like more of a gray. So this is where I break away from the typical color wheel. This is where the duality and all of the millions of years of learning and fun and art and psychology play into my life. Because if we have joy and sadness, right? We've got yellow and blue. We've got green, but that's disgust. But I think it's about the balance of joy and sadness, because that leads to growth. And so obviously we're gonna artistically portray those with different colors, but one a lot of people miss. So we have anger, which is red, and we have joy, which is yellow. When you combine those, which you actually can, I know it sounds crazy, you get orange, right? Orange is the color of creativity. It's passion. It's what sparks you. So when you're all fired up, when you've got that red, but you've also got that joy and that desire behind it, you are going to be passionate. You're going to be fiery. You're going to portray orange. So between sadness and fear, this is where I feel the purple comes in. Those are the things we want to protect. Those are the things that we almost make royalty in our mind. These are things that we honor and are sacred. These are the things that we are indeed passionate about. So these two go together very hand in hand. All of these emotions flow together. And that was part of my issue when I sat down to do this. I actually studied like basic, and I know all this stuff. I know how to mix colors. Like, I've gotten you this far on this project today. I've got a palette of 48 watercolors. I could assign an emotion to each and every one of those. But I also want to tell you that when you make art, you're supposed to go from your heart. You're supposed to use that emotion. So don't worry what this paper looks like. Don't worry what color they tell you it's supposed to be. The whole point of paints is you can mix up whatever color you want. Art is supposed to be about self-expression. So I know that this is cheating and it is kind of a short remake. I want you to take the extra time from this one and really just mix up a bunch of colors, play around, random shapes on the page. Just think about a couple emotions, maybe one you'd like to have more of and what you can do to get it. Okay, so you only have to do that for 4 minutes if you start right now. Thank you guys for joining me for another sketchy session. I'm sorry about camera angles, I'm working on it. We really appreciate you and that you support 8Cleaver Art. So please like, share, all that good stuff. You know I hate to ask you, but do it anyway. And I will see you back here as soon as possible with number 6, actually. So have a great weekend. Love you all.